There, Gemini. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm here to do your November 2017 monthly tarot reading. I'm using the Druid tarot deck. Just so you know, some update, I guess, to WordPress wiped all the text off my website, and I just haven't had a chance to redo it. Hopefully I have the text somewhere saved. I think I do. But you can still order a reading, but if you would like to know more information about how I do my readings, which makes sense, I tape a private YouTube video, just go ahead and get in touch with me. You can get in touch with me through YouTube, or my Facebook and Instagram is below. Okay, so wow, nice. You have this gorgeous, gorgeous Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And so this says to me, it's like you want a new beginning in life, in like how you live your everyday life. So where you live, or something about your house, you want to update, or you want to move where you live. You want a different job. You want to manage your money differently. You want better health, or to change your health routine, or in any sort of that. Like you want, or maybe you just want to be more productive, and maybe you fancy yourself, I don't know where that came from, but maybe you fancy yourself as a really active person, but when you really start to think about it, you more often than not don't get the exercise you want, or you have all these projects in your mind, but you don't actually carry them out, implement them. So this card is the energy for making concrete, tangible changes in your life, where you can really, really make a difference that you can see and feel and experience in your day-to-day living. It's a really, really positive card. And it's one you always love to see come up in a reading. And boy, you are working. So for some of you, it is definitely, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is a beautiful card. It's like you want your work to mean something. You want your life to mean something. So maybe some of you have decided to, you've discovered a new interest, and it's something you're super passionate about. And when you're doing it, you're completely present, and you're not worrying about other things. And it brings, even though you may work really hard at it, but when you're finished, it's energized you. It's recharged your batteries, because it's allowed your mind to quiet and get calm and centered. And then you're ready to sort of conquer the world again in a better mindset, because it's brought you so much peace, and it like feeds your soul. It's something really, really just kind of like, I guess people say, you find your soulmate, and it's like this is completes me, this relation, and for a relationship partner, this is sort of like completes your soul, like why you're here, what you're really bring pleasure to living. And so you're kind of, it's like you're getting a wake-up call this month, and you're finding a purpose. You're something's clicking for you, where you're like, oh, you're really learning something spiritual that you then translate into how you live your everyday life. For example, so maybe some of you may decide to become a vegetarian, or just get really active, or turn this into your business. It's like it's no longer, you don't want that the job you go to every day. You want this to become your job, and you become determined in how to make that happen, because it's just something, it won't feel like a job. It's just something you want to do all the time, that you're just completely engrossed in and excited about. It just really works for you. So I think if some of you have been stagnant, just going through, this is probably, I don't know if I should hold, I'm not into not having, I'm not against naked stuff, but I don't know if YouTube will not like having junk on the on the screen. Actually, one time I was reading with these cards, and I don't have a cover on my, I haven't been too lazy to do a cover title card or whatever, so that looks nice for my videos. So it just kind of will I can't figure out how to control what it looks like, so it'll randomly stop. And that was the card I had up. So you're scrolling through my YouTube videos, and it's like, boom, this dude's junk. But anyway, it's like, I think some of you have felt really stagnant and just stuck in life, and getting up, going to work, just going through the motions. And I feel like you don't want that anymore. You want more. You want to live. You want to change something, so that your day to day is different. And I think that's definitely going to happen. What's really nice is with all these pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So that is a change. It's a slow change. And the Page of Pentacles. It's a slow change, but I feel like that's already happened. You've slowly been changing, but it's sustainable. It's something that will stick and last. It's not this, sometimes the fire energy, and I'm a fire sign, we get all enthusiastic about something. For example, I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to start running. We go out and we, buy super fancy sneakers and all the running gear. And we get up and we're like, oh yeah, I'm going to run 5 miles. And it's like after the first quarter mile, we're like, okay, this is hard. I'm not doing this anymore. That's this is the opposite of that. This is, I'm just going to start walking. I'm going to start walking every day. And you just slowly build from there. And that's why it sticks and lasts and becomes the way you live your life, because you're doing it in a very practical way. And we do have the full moon in Taurus, and Taurus is a pentacle. It's an earth sign. So it's grounded. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we have here. So the first card that came out was this 5 of Wands. And I feel like you're just like, I'm not focusing on external things anymore. Like you're like the chicken in this card. The chicken's like, yeah, look at them sparring over there. And he's like, I'm just gonna, chill out and do my thing over here. And I'm not going to get sucked in or get involved. And like this night, it's like a change in thinking, a change in focus. And you're going to be much more interested in this, the internal, and this is a theme coming up for everyone. Sometimes I think it's not necessary to do a reading for each sign, but instead of focusing on this external thing and competition or whatever, you're going to be in competition with yourself in a positive way. It's like it's just a motivation and striving to do better because you're interested in improving and doing a great job, not because you're competing or thinking about things external to you. And with the 4 of, it's super, again, this is a solid, grounded, sustainable foundation. But it's something that will propel you to a new phase in your life. And coming back to here, it's just this wake-up call. You're just getting this huge wake-up call. And it propels you into action. Because these Pentacle cards are action because they're tangible. So you have to do something to make these changes. And it's like the catalyst for this change in thinking is, it's like some sort of aha moment. This, you just gained some wisdom, like you got something. I like to tell the story when I was in my early 20s probably, and I was, again, external, like I hated this boss, and she really, it was a horrible person, but I was complaining about this boss, and it was just very black and white, like she's this, I'm right, and case closed. And my dad made a comment about, it's all about perspective. Life is all about perspective. And I so clearly remember just being like, no, it's not. I'm right and she's wrong. Like, it's just like, I totally didn't get it. I'm not saying I get it now, but I totally didn't get it. But he was entirely right. So shifting, that's what this Hanged Man is about, is completely shifting your focus and your perspective, and shifting it inward and into improving and enriching your inner life and your day-to-day life, and then everything else changes, because of that, because of how your outlook on things and how you're conducting yourself on a day-to-day basis, and where you're focusing your time and energy and money. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful month. Take care.